All right, so first thing we're going to do in this video, or in this set of videos here, is we're going to talk about spark plug gapping, because before I can check if these valves have unstuck, I've got to get spark, and I went ahead and bought 4 new spark plugs for it. But from a young age, my dad taught me that the guys at the parts store are pretty rough on stuff. You may get a part, get it home, and it'd be all busted to pieces. And that's not always the case. But after having worked as a delivery driver at a parts store, I can tell you, it ain't your fault that you're being rough. You're in a rush. So, the reason you want to gap spark plugs is, if you will look at these plugs as I pull them out. See that one? It's pretty regular, but this one right here, somebody dropped the box. It's completely bent shut, and that will not make a spark. Not only that, but if they don't have the proper gap, they will actually make either too hot or too cold of a spark and can cause you issues down the road. It will ignite later, ignite too soon, or if it's not igniting at all, it'll wash the cylinder. It'll never actually detonate the fuel, and it'll just wash the oil out, burn out the rings. It's a bad deal. It's very easy to gap a spark plug, something everybody needs to know how to do. All you're going to need are your spark plugs, a good set of mics, or people call them all kind of different things, shims, mics. I've got the numbers on them. You need to look up what is the actual gap for this spark plug for this application. It may be different for different applications, which is another great reason. Same spark plug may go in 10 different things, and each one wants a slightly different gap. Now, does it matter that much if it's off by a millimeter? No, it does not. You're going to need a surface to pop them on with the mic in there, and a screwdriver to separate them on the ones that are, too far closed. So basically what you're going to do for like one that's closed up like this is take your screwdriver, wedge it in between there, open it up. These happen to be I believe 0.035 or 0.35. I can't remember. I'll have to look up and check here in between clips. But you're going to want to get the correct mic out. You slide it in between the anode and the spark, the metal that sparks. Slide it in between there. Make sure you have the right one. Pop it and it's closed. It's not that hard. I only have one hand to film and one hand to work with, so I'm not going to actually show you guys the process. More or less, I'm just going to explain it. But it's a very important thing, and I feel like if I'm showing young kids how to work on this stuff, I do need to explain the importance of gapping your spark plug. So, hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so apparently the 1953 Farmall Cub actually comes with a great place to hold your phone if you have a magnet on the back of your phone. It came with a phone holder, if you guys wouldn't believe it. Right here, it is the exhaust. I don't know how well you guys can see me and see what I'm working on. In fact, I'll check that completely unprofessionally during the video. Perfect. All right, so the proper gap for these plugs happens to be 0.025. As you can see, I've got the proper mic out. You can get these at any parts store. Usually at the counter, they'll have some that are a little round keychain style, and that is so you can always have one on you. They're not super accurate, but it's definitely better than nothing. And if you're going to pick up a pack of spark plugs, I recommend getting a mic with it. So 0.025, we'll take this plug, check it. Slides in there just a little too easily. So what we do is we hold it like that. Take our patented spark plug hammer here and bang on it until it becomes, there we go, we hear just a little bit of resistance. So then we take our one that's too far closed. I'll show you how to do that one. You take it very carefully, do not want to break it, and you just bend her open. Don't go too far because you may get it just right. And I'll be dipped if I didn't. Perfect gap right there. Hear that resistance? So all I did was I took the screwdriver and placed it right in there and twisted the flathead screwdriver. Also, it's flathead and a patented spark plug adjustulator. And you just take it and you wrench her in there and twist until it opens up. And that's how you gap a spark plug. So really hope this helps some of you guys. Thank you.